Hi, Favour. Hiya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining on time. I really appreciate. Yeah, thank you. I just hope a lot of people join in today. Oh, you have good news. Favor, you know what? I think I cited your Instagram post. I think I did, but then I just opened it. Something just distracted me this evening. Then I said, "Oh, definitely going to go back because yeah, I just started my, I just started my I activated my Instagram app again. If you don't mind sharing, yeah, you can share it. Yeah, I love good news, and it's a great way to start off this show. Oh. Hope people join us. Hope people join us. Hi everyone. Please, if you join and you can hear me, you can just use the chat function. Just say hi while we wait for more people to join us. Happy Sunday. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, Favor said Hamisa came out on Valentine's Day. Wow. Oh my God, God loves you. You are God's lover. That's his Valentine gift for you. And you got your BRP on Friday. Oh, wow, that was so fast. I think recently UKVI, maybe they are not under like pressure anymore. So many people are really getting their visas decisions on time, unlike last year. So that's very good. Congratulations, Favor. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Hi, Ma. Hiya. You're also waiting for the good news. Yeah, that's the good news. Just key into it. It's going to happen. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Tendai. Oh, from Zambia. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Elijah. Hiya. Thanks for joining. Joyce Willie. Thanks for joining. Wow, Favor, this is a very wonderful news. As many people that will key into this, it will be yours very soon. I love celebrating good news like this. I love keying into it. So if you are waiting a visa decision, you are hoping to apply for a visa, anything like that, definitely to come out. After 2 months, oh, I see. Yeah, I think they are coming around now. I know someone that actually applied from Nigeria. Okay, this person applied from Nigeria, and guess what? The person went for the biometrics. Let's say the person went on the biometrics, like say on a Monday. The next week, Monday, the person got an email. Your passport is ready for collection. And the person went, and lo and behold, voila, they granted the visa. 1 week. I never saw that. And this person is in Nigeria. Okay. So I think a lot is happening now. Okay. Oh, after it happened to me too. I paid for priority, and it took how many months before mine came out. But all that matters is here. And the good thing, Favor, probably might not be so good, but that's when your visa will start counting. Maybe this year. That's just the bad thing, because maybe it's not so good, because if it came last year, if it had come last year, that means if it came last year, I'm sure your visa would have started counting since last year. But all the same, God makes all things beautiful at his own time. So that's his own time, and we are happy it happened. Yeah, priority. It's so sad. You know what, Favor? Just be on the watch out. I hope they've not changed. You get your money back for priority. I got mine back. Yeah, they refunded me because they didn't give me priority service. So, yeah, it was frustrating, but maybe they saved your money for you. Hopefully, they'll refund the money you paid for priority. Because in my own case, and I've heard someone else say the same thing, they will refund it. Okay. So that's good. Thank you so much, Joyce Willie. Thank you. Said I'm looking good. I feel this camera is not even doing well, honestly. My laptop camera is a mess. Okay, but all the same, thank you guys for joining. Yeah. So this is the second episode of This Is My Story. And I want to welcome you guys that have joined from all over, wherever you are watching from. You are highly welcome to this episode 2 of This Is My Story. In case you don't know, This Is My Story is actually like a series or a program where we come and we choose a specific topic, and then we discuss about it. I'll give room very soon. I'll share the link where you can join into the conversation. You will join me live on the studio. You can put off your camera if you're not comfortable. If you want to conceal your identity, you don't want people knowing who you are, who is talking while you share your story, probably for personal reasons, for private reasons. So all you can do is to, maybe when you are joining the studio, you don't need to download any app. That's the beauty of this StreamYard. Just put a name. Just use any name, okay? Not necessarily the one that will reveal your identity. But if you're happy to reveal your identity, absolutely fine. That is welcomed. You can also do the same thing, okay? So the topic before us this night is, there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother, truth or tale. Yeah, I don't know, probably this is not the first time. I want to believe this is not the first time you are hearing this saying, that there is that friend. Hi, Juliet. Hi, Juliet. Welcome. Yeah. Hi, Joy Cheesy. Oh, hi. Yeah. Welcome. Okay. Yeah. Favor, the refund. You don't have to do anything. It will just come. You just receive a bank alert. I'm telling you, that's how it happens. I wasn't expecting it because I've never heard it happen before. You just receive a bank alert. You know, the same bank or whatever you used to pay. You know, make the payment for your visa. They will credit you automatically. You don't need to do anything. Just chill, relax. It will come. Okay. Yeah, hi Vanessa. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you. So, yeah, the topic before us, like I was saying, is there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Truth or tale? Do you believe in this? What's your views? Actually, we are in the month of February, popularly called the month of love. I just wanted us to use this opportunity to celebrate friendship, okay? If you know that person, whoever it is in your life, who has, contributed to you, who is that great friend that has stayed by your side, this is an opportunity to tell us your story about this friend, probably how you met, what this person has done that made you to say, this person is actually closer than a brother or a sister. This person is not family, but probably this person has grown to become a family. So you can use the chat function in case you are not able to join in live for people to hear, your own story. So it's an opportunity. This is also an opportunity because I know people have various, views on issues like this. So if you think it's a tale, nobody can ever be your family. You might think like a friend will always be a friend, family will always be family. There is never that friend who can stick closer than your brother, closer than your family. So if you also believe that school of thought, honestly, that's the beauty of this show. You come and air your view, and more especially, you share practically. Tell us why you say that. Have you experienced some people you probably at one point in time felt that they are those friends, this person is that friend who will stick closer or who is sticking closer, and then something happened, then the person disappointed? That might be your own story. So this is my story, is an avenue for you to share. Use the chat function when we open the opportunity for people to dial in and share their views. Please, I would like us to engage. You can use the chat function even before that. Just keep them coming. I'll be reading out comments as time goes on, okay? Thank you guys so much for coming here. And I think without much wasting of our time, we are going straight. I think I can see a comment here. Mma says, truth. There is that friend indeed that sticks closer than a brother or sister. Okay, yeah. So most times in this show, I'm just going to kick off the show and I'm going to share my own view or my own story about this topic. Yeah, so regarding a friend that sticks closer than a brother, truth or tale, I absolutely believe it's true. Okay. Personally, growing up, throughout nursery school, primary school, secondary school, I never really have a close friend. I never had a close friend throughout these stages of my life. Okay. I had acquaintances. I think at one point during my junior secondary school, as we call it in Nigeria, I had a very good friend that I was so close because personally, I'm one that is open to relationship and I give relationship my best. I had this friend. I love her so much, but I think along the line, for me then, all the secondary school beefing. I felt there was this girl that came and destroyed my friendship, started seeking the attention of this my friend. And for whatever reason, this my friend now gave her more attention than me. And personally, I'm a jealous lover. Like, I am jealous. Let me just put it that way. I don't want to go into explanation, but I'll call myself a jealous lover. So the moment I'm not getting the same energy back, I love you so much, I want us to share things together. Then this other person came. Honestly, I hated this second person so much then, because this is a friend I love, wanted her to be my best friend, my bestie. We do things. Then we are even doing things together. I'll give you guys an example. In my secondary school then, if you are from Igbo, you know abacha, African salad as it's popularly called. Most times in secondary school, when the abacha women, we call them wanye abacha. When they have done that, it's like a street food. For those who don't know, abacha is like a street food. When they prepare that street food, they usually put it in a nylon, like in a leather bag, and then they give it to you. Now, me and this my friend, depending on who came with money that day, if I came with money and I'm the one that was able to buy this street food abacha, what we do is that we divide it. Let's say this, my hand now. Let's say my hand now is the abacha. Of course, from here to here. I might just give her here. I'll just put it like this, fold it this way, then I'll give it to her. We eat it from the nylon. I don't know. Please let me know in the comment section if you can relate with what I'm saying, in case you are from eastern part of Nigeria. So I'll give her something like this. She will eat that part. After eating, she will now give it back to me. I will now open from another end and finish the rest. When she buys, that's how close we are. That's how we do things together. Then this other girl just came and scattered our friendship. She started giving me divided attention. She will not spend as much time with me again. Sometimes I see her going out with this girl, gisting with this other girl, and I became jealous. Anyways, long and short story is that friendship, oh, Joy, you can relate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Long and short story is that friendship didn't last so well, and eventually she left my school. To tell you how I love this girl, when she told me that she was leaving and going to another school, I persuaded my dad. I persuaded him I want to go to this same school. My dad didn't know the reason. And anyways, at the end of the day, that's the school I went to. And for whatever reason, she didn't end up going there. But I loved her so much. So she would have been my best friend in secondary school, but I never had opportunity to have a best friend in secondary school. Then fast forward to when I graduated from secondary school, like I said, I had just close friends. I didn't have a particular close friend. Nobody can say you can match me or pair me with another person while in secondary school as my very close friend. But then when I finished my secondary school, I've shared how I went to do a program called Pre-Science at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, still in Nigeria. When I went there, then I knew what friendship is. Malcolm, definitely you can relate. You can relate with that. I know. Yes. So all those are bacha stuff. So when I finally went to Pre-Science, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, that was where I met my first ever friend who turned out to become my best friend. Okay. So I met her there, and this was in 2011. How it happened, I've always known her in the fellowship, and miraculously, however it happened, honestly, we just clicked. We became friends. I think I know how we started, because we went for a program, a fellowship program, national program. We went there, and it just happened that then she was even closer to so many people than with me. But for whatever reason, during the first day of arrival at that program, it was just the two of us there. And then we started talking. Then she said she needed counseling. She was going through some things. Then both of us started going around looking for some senior people in the fellowship who we can talk to. Let's hear their counsel. And that's how from there we started sharing our secrets, sharing our stories with each other, and we bonded. And after that, we became friends. 2011, right? This is 2023. Okay, that's 11 years going to 12 years now. We are still best of friends. Distance did not separate us. We've been together. Even when after that program, I failed that program. I failed, she passed, and I wanted to give up on life. I've shared a story how devil wanted to deceive me, telling me I have sinned against the Holy Spirit. I wanted to go into the world and do unimaginable things, because what's the point of being a good Christian girl when I'll end up in hellfire, stuff like that. But this was a person, although she passed, she was one that called me. Then I switched off my phone. I don't want anybody to call me, because then when they call me, everybody keeps saying, it's well, it's well, it's well. I was tired of hearing it's well. But she called me, she rebuked me. She literally rebuked me. She reminded me of times when she wanted to give up and I advised her, and here you are. She was there for me during that period of trial. There are some people it would have been, oh, she got admission. Mind you, we were still young, we were still teenagers, and she got admission and I didn't get admission. She would have just gone there, make new friends, right? And just leave me. But she never did. She kept encouraging me. We kept in touch, even till I got admission 2 years later. I got admission 2 years later. So she was even in university. She was a campus babe. She could have even been the person that who just abandoned me, but she never did. And we've been there together. This is someone I share secrets with. At some point, one of his brothers, or should I say father in the Lord, was like, I don't understand. He was angry at both of us because if you tell me something, she must hear it. Anything you don't want me to know, don't tell her. Anything you don't want her to know, don't tell me, because we'll find a way. We share secret. There's no secret between us. Everything down to relationship, down to boys wooing us, down to entering a relationship, down to, we are so close. I came to the UK. Distance still didn't separate us. We are still very close up till now. So for me, I don't have a sister, as some of you might know. I'm the only girl, okay? But in her, I find a friend. In her, I find a sister. I find a confidant. She's my best friend, okay? She's actually one. And then all my journey up to entering the university, God blessed me with another friend who I call my covenant sister. We call ourselves covenant sisters. We are no longer just friends. We are covenant sisters. We share things together, secrets, anything uncomfortable. When you can remember when I got married newly, and I waited till she got married. My best friend got married before me, and of course I was sharing with her. But this other person, maybe she got married. These are people that you can talk about something like maybe should I say your struggles as a newlywed. You are married as a virgin, they too married as virgins. We were so open and discussing our struggles, finding ways out of it. And these are conversations you ordinarily should have probably with your sister or your mom. As some of you might know, my mom is no longer around. May her soul rest in peace. Some of you know I don't have a sister, but these are people that have given me that feeling of having a sister. Like I don't feel left out. I see them as my sisters. So they are friends that have grown, or what's the word now, transported into being sisters. So I believe that friendships actually can grow to the point that you say that this person is closer than a brother or a sister. Okay. I think BC said I've never been lucky with friends. Yeah, I thought so about myself until after secondary school. Primary school, like I said earlier, secondary school, I have never had a friend. Like, there's nobody has visited me. You know how friends then visit their friends at home or something. I have never. Probably because during my junior secondary school, I went to a school that is very far from my village. So most people in my village don't go to that school. Probably that's why. I could have had someone that will come back from school, or we go to school together and then the friendship forms. I never had such friends. Even in senior secondary school, I went to boarding school. I never had a close friend at all. And I've always wished that I did up until a certain time. So maybe BC, who knows? You might still get to that point, or you can just have acquaintance, or you make your friends out of your siblings or your partner. Yeah. I don't even bother myself. Elijah, I know sometimes, I really want to hear, if you don't mind dialing in, let's just talk about this. Why you don't bother about friendship? Because I understand sometimes I want to hear people's story. I'm a one-man mopo. Okay, one-man mopo. That's good. But I'm sure that one way or the other, you still connect with people, but not to the point of being very close to say that they are your friends, because we all need relationships, be it friendship, be it at acquaintance level. We all need one another to survive. You can't just be alone, but maybe you just draw a line. It can't go beyond this point. We are good, we are acquaintance, but not to the point of being super, super close. I love friendship. A true friendship is beautiful. Yeah. Listen, and I hope that you experience one in your life very soon. Okay. I'm damn serious. I have friends, but it's just online. Online friends. Will you call online friends friends? Just like saying you have friends on Facebook. That's what they are called, right? They are just acquaintance, because some of them they are just there, but probably you experience this later. Or if you can share with us why you actually don't believe in friendship, because I really want to hear what people think about friendships. When Bible said they were naked and not ashamed, it was not only talking about your spouse, it was talking about friends. So I totally agree, BC. I totally agree. Okay. It's true. Like I said, my friends and I, we bond like there's no secret. There's nothing I cannot tell these two people I've mentioned in my life. There is nothing I can't tell them. There's nothing they cannot tell me. We are so open with each other. We are honest with each other. These are the people that when I need a rebuke, I can report myself to, and I know they will not be biased. Yeah, they will be unbiased, and they will simply, tell me the truth. I'm going to share the link now. Um, where people can join the conversation. I hope people join in today. Please use this link. I'm going to share that now. Um, just join us. Please just click on this. That's all you need to do. And it will definitely just take you. Just put a name that you are comfortable with. You can put on your camera. You can put off your camera if you are not comfortable. And let's discuss this topic. Okay. Let me hear your views about friendship. What has friendship taught you? Just like Elijah is saying in the chat. Also, don't forget you can use the comment section, the chat box. Just let's know how friendship has been for you. Do you have those friends who have stuck closer than brothers? Or have you trusted people and at one point maybe they disappointed you? Let's just hear your views. But I love this point that you made, BC. I so love it, okay? That it's not just about your spouse, okay? That there are still friends, that you can be open and honest with. They know everything about you in and out. And I think if you have such, those are actually the kind of people that you can actually value. I think someone is waiting. I'm just going to let you in the studio. Just feel free to join us whenever you can. Okay. Hi, Bisola. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Hi, good
I
evening.
can
You
hear you.
okay?
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank
Yeah, so
you
what
very
are your
much.
thoughts? What do you want to share with us? Do you have a story to tell us about friendship?
I I have a lot of stories to share about friendship. Like I
Okay.
said, I've never been lucky with having friends.
Okay.
So I think I've always loved love. I don't know if you get what I mean. Love,
Yeah.
love. So not only to the opposite sex, to family, everyone around me. So right from when I think primary school, I had this friend that I thought would
Be
be
this
a
type of
lifetime
friend.
friendship.
Yeah.
I'm Yoruba, she's Igbo. So I thought it was going to, well, it started on a very good note because then I know I received beatings from my parents. Then I would go to her house after school instead
Yeah.
of going home. In fact, my teacher flogged, I would never forget that day. It's still fresh in my memory. My teacher flogged me very well because I went to her house. So I saw it like a sacrifice. There was nothing like, even at that young
Mm-hmm.
age, I understood what sacrifice meant in friendship.
Friendship. Oh.
So
Mm.
after primary school, we all went to secondary school. That was how that friendship died. Like it died like
Mm.
there was nothing there before.
Mm.
So even after I finished secondary school, I still tried to trace her because while in secondary school I didn't have any friend. So I
Yeah.
still tried to trace her, but we reconnected, but that vibe was not there. It was like I was forcing it. So I just had to let it go.
Mm.
So fast forward getting into the higher institution, I met another friend again. Just like the way you met your friend, I met her in our HOD's office.
Mm-hmm.
We both needed accommodation. So that was just how we connected.
Bonded. Yeah.
She's also Igbo. Then it started on a very, very good note. In fact, my there was nobody in my family that don't know her.
Mm.
All the way from Aba, she will come down to Port Harcourt. Like the friendship was, we make same hair. We are roommates, so we make
Wow.
same hair. We wear each other's clothes.
Wow.
You would think, and luckily she understands Yoruba a bit. So you would think she's my blood
Mm.
sister. The friendship was, oh God, no, no. So something happened. That should be that should be Moshinjen. That should be I think our 300 level, 400 level.
Okay.
So our friendship grew. It was not only the both of us anymore. We now had like six of us
Mm.
working together. And I was the one that made sure we had that group of friendship. In fact,
Mm.
I brought out a name that we call ourselves. In the whole of my department, even cut across other department, there was nobody that didn't know Favis, because that was what we call
Yeah.
ourselves. Favis, we were six. So how I did the name was the initials of our names.
Mm.
I
Wow.
formed it to be a name for us. So I think that was where the mistake started from.
Mm.
Making us
Yeah.
six.
With crowd.
The
Yeah.
In fact, it was, I think, three is a crowd. Is true. That three is a crowd is a big truth.
Mm.
So, and there was something we did whenever any of us is having issues, we call for a meeting. If this thing turned to a sisterhood something, you would think we're one family. We'll call for a meeting,
Wow.
like we are doing proper family meeting. We'll call for a meeting. We iron out what is going on. Okay, how did you air? What is this? What did we'll
Yeah.
apologize? So there was a certain time that the heat was
Mm.
too much. We were always having issues. This one will have issues with this person. So after our exams that day, I told them that none of us is going home. We are staying right in school to iron this thing out, because it was not like one particular girl was the one that is the victim.
Mm.
So when I asked her that, what is wrong? What is happening? This girl started crying. Not my friend, another person, another
Yeah.
girl in the group. She started crying that why is it that she's like the black sheep, or I don't know how
Mm.
to put that we're always blaming her, like she's the one always causing confusion. This girl started spilling
Mm.
secrets. She said what my so-called best friend told her about me.
Ah.
And I was like, wow. It shocked me, sincerely speaking. And it broke me.
Mm.
It really broke me. My When she finished speaking, she said she's going to alter people, but they should beg me on her behalf that she's so sorry, blah blah blah. And I could not understand why she did it, because I can never betray you when I call you my friend. I
Mm.
can never betray you. Whatever you tell me stays with me. It does not leave the room where we discussed it. So why discussing me with someone else, something that is meant to break in fact, it shattered the friendship between me and her.
Between the two
It
of
shattered
you.
the friendship between me and her.
Mm.
So asked me that, how is my friend? I said, it's been a long time we spoke. My mother was so surprised, like, can it happen? And yes, yes, yes. I can't stay a day without talking to her. So even when I was dating my husband, then when my husband came to school to check on me, she was so surprised I didn't tell her. She
Yeah.
was like, Bisola, so you can keep this kind of a thing for me. And that's it in my mind that once beaten, twice shy. I cannot
Yeah,
fall
we
your
learn
victim the second
everything.
time.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah,
till date,
such
till
things
now, I
actually
don't,
happen.
even after we finish school and all of that, even when I go married, I want to be with my husband. I don't want to say I'm afraid to have a new friend. I can't believe I will
Mm.
stay without having a friend, because I don't, the kind of
You value
as in,
friendship. Mm.
I love friendship. Friendship is very beautiful. Friendship is sweet. When you have somebody that you can call and
Exactly.
just, not only your husband, not only your boyfriend, somebody that you can call and just that, babe, see what happened. Some people don't understand this thing. If you've not experienced friendship, you will not understand how
It's
beautiful it
true.
is.
Yeah.
So
I totally agree. So, Bisola, if you are asked, you think that probably what ruined that friendship? Do you think it's the crowd having many people join you as a group? Do you think that that's where you know maybe the problem started between you and this your very good friend? I'm not sure if it's my internet or it's Bisola's. Or Bisola, are you still there? Looks like we've lost Bisola. Yeah, but really, I think I understand what she's saying. To be honest, if you are someone, I think I'm just like Bisola. I value friendship a lot. I love. Oh, you're in a bus. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. That's fine. Just keep engaging. I've appreciated everything you've been doing, Elijah, on the comment section. I really appreciate it. Okay. Just keep it coming. It also helps the show, and everything. Yeah. So, like Bisola said, I'm one kind of person that also values friendship. I don't joke with friendship. That's why that my other friend then, that she wasn't giving me the whole attention. I mean, I love you so much. I want us to do things together, but you seem to be dividing the attention, and it's not like we agreed to be group of friends. Mind you, okay, I didn't tell you people, this other friend that kind of came between us came between another. There was this other girl then that I liked, and I didn't come out openly to say, please be my friend. I just started approaching her. We started becoming close. We started talking. And, we were close. For me, it was this same girl that came. And immediately she came, I don't know what she carries. I think there is something about her that when people see her, they just move to her. Then this other friend of mine just started becoming closer to her than me. And all I just did was just to respect myself, and I left. Then I went and found this second friend, and this girl again came. The thing is that looking back, she might just be innocent. I don't think she has anything in mind. She might, but I don't know if she has anything in mind. But it was just happening every now and then. I mean, I left this friend for you. Most of you are now very close because that other girl, the first girl, then I used to call her my friend. There is this, I don't know where I got this thing that Adamu means my friend. That Adamu, my friend means Adamu in Hausa. I'm not sure where we got that, but we heard it one time. And maybe when we are playing skipping rope, that skipping rope that when two people are just turning, then you enter. Now skipping rope. Whenever we are doing it and I want to, it's my turn, then you can invite people that will join you. And once they join you and the thing spoils, that's your turn is over. Whenever I want to call her in, instead of calling her name, I'll call her Adamu. Sometimes she'll just look at me, as if like, don't call me your friend. And this is somebody I love. So immediately this person came, I just left her, went to this other person. So I can understand what it's like, to be honest, when you love someone and that person doesn't love you in return. But sometimes Bisola said that she agrees that three is a crowd. Some people say that it's a saying, and I'm sure there is a reason why it's believed that three is a crowd, really. Because when that starts happening, sometimes you now find out that gossip tends to start. Maybe the other person will bring more to the table than this other person, and this person may tend to lean towards this person than you, who was the original friend. I've heard some stories about people, they are now three. Two people that were closer, the other person started liking the other one and now moved to this other one more than the first person. And the other person got jealous, and that was the end of it. So this, if you look at it in this light, you now say that three is actually a crowd, okay? But some people I've seen friendship that have thriven, like they thrive even when they are more than two, they are three, they are four. Who knows? Maybe this Bisola's friendship of six friendship group, probably they would have still lasted. Who knows? They might have still lasted. There are friends like that, but that is not just the end. Friendship is a good thing, to be honest. When you find the right person, when you yourself, you are the right person, the kind of true friend someone needs, you find out that it helps. Sometimes things like gossip, like Bisola said, hearing, oh, well, you now heard this person said this about this person, this one said this about this person. That's usually what breaks friendship, when you now start gossiping, when you now start rumors, saying this or that about someone. That is when everything just messes up really. So I think it's just best to be open and honest. If you are that open and honest with somebody, even when you hear something about them, even when anything, it's just for you to not just indulge or something, but if you know what you would do for yourself, there's this other saying that do to others what you want them to do to you. But sometimes people tend to forget about that. Joy Chase said, I love friendship, but I'm afraid of see finish. See finish. And I think that's why there was a time it started trending. People now appreciated opposite sex friendship than same sex, especially for we ladies. I don't know. Especially for we ladies, for whatever reason. For whatever reason. You just find out that there was one time I know it was just like maybe female to female friendship wasn't really doing it. Like they all like maybe because of jealousy, if it's not boyfriend wahala, it will be unnecessary gossip. And then people started forming this male female friendship, friendship no strings attached, and people tend to say that this one is actually better than this other one. That one is better. So I think sometimes when you talk of see finish, you now be like, oh, because you've just seen everything about me, then you now start taking people for granted. See finish is another thing also that even in marriage sometimes it tends to destroy marriages, tends to affect marriages too, okay, because you are now too familiar with this person and all of that. But I don't know, but honestly, if you find a friend that actually understands friendship, that values friendship, there's no place of safe finish. Like I said, my best friend, I've known her for 11 years plus now. There's no safe finish. She's one person that I will talk to her like me. I will just, I can talk to her anyhow with nothing so serious, but she's somebody. I also have this male friend of mine, okay? He's been a very good friend. He's just somebody that he's there. I know anytime, any day. He actually played a role. Story for another day. He played a role. I used him genuinely, to give my husband a push many years ago, if you know what I mean. But maybe story for another day. But he's also a very good friend of mine that I have. We yab ourselves. Nobody has yabbed me about my pregnancy than that guy. If he talks to me here about even when I was having my symptoms, I know he was joking. Okay, so that see finish destroys, but I don't see why people should see finish in that sense, become too familiar because you know too much, and then for that reason you probably turn around, start using it against the person, or that person you no longer have any regard or respect for the person. That's actually not what friendship is all about. And the advice is this: honestly, when you look at who you call your friend and you find out that this person is actually not giving you the same energy, the same energy that you are giving, or the kind of energy you want, I don't see any reason to remain in that friendship. That's why it's called friendship. It's not even marriage. Even these days, marriage, with so many things happening in marriage, they even advise people just take a break. So I don't see why you should die there, be in a friendship, and then the logo or the slogan is "We die here, we die here, we die here." No, you don't necessarily have to die there, okay? And of course, once you don't receive the same energy, the same vibe, from this other person, I don't see why you should continue staying. Like I said, I did that for that my friend in secondary school. I tried my best, but that's why, to the point of even changing school, all things work together for good. Eventually, I ended in the school, my senior secondary school. He eventually did not go. But the thing is that I was following her because I thought our friendship should continue. And eventually, she didn't go there. But me, I eventually went there. But to be honest, value people that can go all out for you. If you see someone that loves you so much, if you see someone that can do anything, just to make both of you, your friendship work or anything, please don't even take that for granted. Never take that person for granted. Don't take that person for granted. If you see someone who is out there for you, who loves you so much, I think sometimes it's usually we female that do that a lot. You now start feeling like one celebrity like that because somebody wants your friendship or anything. Most times they are the people that will give you the best. Just value them, hold on to them, okay? Yeah, April's World. Hiya, welcome. Congrats. See the ever supportive husband man. Yeah, he's always there. Yeah. Mebo, friendship must be respected. Very true. Very true. You have to respect. There has to be mutual respect. To be honest, it shouldn't even be one-sided. When it's one-sided, I think that's when issue starts arising. Because one way or the other, somebody cannot just be used. You are using this person to get everything, but you are not giving something in return. You don't respect this person. You feel more important than this person. That's not what it means. Like, that's one of the reasons why I appreciate my best friend till tomorrow. Like I said, she gained admission 2 years after. That was when I finally got into the university. It never separated us. She never said, because some people it would have been is that when they now enter the university, they find another close friend, they start feeling like campus babes, how we do it in Nigeria. You start feeling like you are one important person because you are in the university and this other person is still a jam bite. This person is still trying to gain admission into the university and you start feeling on top of the world. Even probably when the person comes back from the university and this person visits, everything is about university, trying to show off and belittling that person. That's not what friendship is about. If someone treats you like that, that's actually not friendship, okay? You should be friends with someone who you respect and who in return respects you. This is not about maybe, sometimes there was one time that people were preaching that when you are in friendship, don't expect anything in return. Just be there. No, because what it then means is that anybody out there who can be using you, your colleague at work, you are giving more and taking nothing. Friendship, I believe, should be mutual. Once there is a relationship already, it should be mutual. Both parties should learn to respect each other or themselves, depending on the group of people involved. BC says there is always boundaries. Yes, there is always boundaries, okay? And I believe that friendship grows. You cannot enter a friendship today and expect to have the same level of openness as to someone that has been friends for a very long time. Okay. One question I want to ask, I would like to hear in the comment section, in case you have a very good friend who you've known for so many years, how old is your longest your longest friendship? How old, if you have any? It might be less than 1 year, it can be 2 years or something. For me, my longest friendship will be 12 this year. Yeah, my friendship will be 12 this year. I met my best friend in 2011. So how old or how long has your longest friendship been? Do you have a childhood friend? Honestly, many times I wish I have a childhood friend. When I hear people talk about their childhood friends, oh, I'll be like, where are all the people in my village when I was born and all of that? Why didn't we click? Why didn't we connect? What's all this? Okay. Sometimes when you hear stories of childhood friends, you really know that, oh my gosh, friendship can be sweet. So do you have a childhood friend and you still keep in touch with the person? How old is your longest relationship ever? How old? Oh, Lucy said 4 years. Oh, that's a long time still. 4 years of friendship, that's a lot, really. Because people come into people's life and they go at the same time, to be honest. So if you have someone that has stayed for 4 years, I think that's it. It might not be so intimate that you can share everything. But like I said, we all need relationships. I don't want to start preaching about relationship, but even if that person is an acquaintance, a work colleague, a church member, an association member, whoever that person is, we all need. Sometimes people tend to burn bridges more than they build bridges, and it's actually not the best because you never know at one point or the other. You never know who can actually be of help to you. Okay, yeah, you never can tell. So friendship is a beautiful thing. In case you've not had the best of friends, you've not had the best experience having friends, I'm just here to encourage you, to tell you that don't give up, okay? Still give the same way they advise people, probably people that have had breaks when it comes to um friendship of the opposite sex or relationship of the opposite sex, then you have a heartbreak, then you now say no, all men or men are scum. Is that not how they put it? Men are scum, women are this, men are this, women are this. No, okay, that shouldn't be. Still, the way they encourage people to still give chance to love, I'll just say give chance to friendship. Even at your old age, to be honest, you can still find a friend at any age who will even stick closer than a brother to you. Joy said hers is 5 years now. Wow, that's a long one too. 5 years of friendship. It's not beans. 5 years of friendship is actually a long one. Wow, we have 18 years here. My secondary school friend. We are all married. In fact, we are family now. Both families knows themselves. Wow, that's so beautiful. 18 years. Wow. I can't wait to celebrate that with my best friend. My covenant sister. I've known her since 2014. I think I've known her since 2014. That's 9 years now. Yeah. I think that's 9 years. I've known her since 9 years. But then our friendship grew. That's one thing I would like to also highlight in this video about friendship, how it grows. When I met my covenant sister, we started off as fellowship members. She was my fellowship member. We were in the same fellowship. As a matter of fact, she was not just a fellowship member, she was my daughter. Yeah, I'll call her my daughter. She was my daughter. I was like a mother. She's, I'm going to cast her. Some of you might know her. If she watches this video, she's not here today. She was here the last time. She will understand. I'm going to cast her. She's a Lekki babe. I used to call her Lekki babe. Okay, she was born and brought up in Lekki, and she's posh, she's tush. And then she came to university. And in the university, they now gave her a very tough hostel, and her floor was how many? And there is no lift, you have to climb the stairs. There were rats. There were rats in this her hostel. So she was just a jebota, what Yorubas or people in Nigeria might understand called a jebota. She is pure a jebota. So for whatever reason, I picked interest in her. So I made it a point of duty every Saturday. I'll go to her hostel. I'll see her. Some days she will be crying. She'll be complaining about rats. If she sees rats here, she can jump. She can even not know and jump out of the building. That's how she is. She was that poor. So we started as, maybe should I say, mother daughter. I was always there for her, checking up on her, calling her, how are you, hope you are fine, that kind of feeling. As probably a senior in the fellowship or a senior on campus, that was how we started. And we stayed on that level for 2 years, or yeah, we stayed on that level for 2 years. I think it was in her 300 level or 400 level. That was when we became very close. From there, it now grew to friendship. We became more like friends, paddy. She too, she has grown to become mother to so many people. Even till date, she's so many people's mother. She's a model. She now has like a service. She encourages people. She's a coach, team coach, so many things. Okay, so God just used her for so many people, and we kind of became people that are helping people. We became friends, and from there it grew. And today, she's not just a friend. She's my covenant sister. A friend, like a sister sent from God, a sister I never had. She's just like a sister I never had. We share everything. We are so, so, so close. We talk about any and everything. She's not somebody like, no secret. We pray together. Then on campus, we pray together. Like, we have days that we pray together. We do everything together. So I think friendship can grow. Somebody that you met today who is just a work colleague. I know some people, friendship has grown from being just work colleagues. I know her from work, and from there, you now see maybe you have the same values, you start coming together, and from there, friendship grows. So friendship actually grows. So who you met today, who you might think this person, and of course, she's like she's my younger sister. I'm older than her, but between us, there is no, I don't pose as I'm old, like respect me or anything. Like someone said earlier, friendship must be like respected. You have to respect each other. I respect her. Age is nothing. Me and my best friend, we are age mates. I'm older than her, but there is nothing about I'm older, and you are my younger person in friendship. We are friends and we are in the same level. Yeah. So you'll find true friendship, definitely, BC, and I pray you do. You'll find true friendship. Wow, Barida says I have a 20-year-old friendship. Met him when I was 10 years old. We are basically brothers. Oh my gosh, that's true. You can see that means indeed there is a friend that can stick closer than a brother. Just like I'm saying, my two friends who are the sisters I never had, because I don't have a biological sister, but in them I find everything you can get in a sister. Basically, anything you can find in a sister. 20 years. That's a lot, Barida. Wow, that's actually a lot. Um, oh, Maribel, say Favour, you really drove back to my days in school. My friend always share her food with me when her parents visit her in school. Definitely, that's what friendship is all about. Honestly, that's what it's all about. That's sharing things together, go and visit each other. Friendship is beautiful, honestly, especially when it stems. I wish I had a childhood friend, share all those childhood memories. Me and my covenant sister, we do that a lot. We talk about our days, even from how she was a baby, afraid of rats, afraid of climbing the stairs, and all of that. We talk about it, and these are memories that last. Okay. Hi, we have someone here. Chinenye, hi, welcome.
Hi, Favor.
Hi, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. I'm sorry I'm so late. I'm still trying to catch up.
Oh no, no, it's fine. You can always join us. That's the beauty of this show. We are just talking about friendship. So, what's your story about friendship? Have you had friends that are closer to you than a sister or a brother, or have you had disappointments in friendship? Let's hear your story.
um, Friends. Well, I did do have then back then in primary school.
Okay.
But it was just the school stuff. We aren't
Hmm.
too close. But
Okay.
then after school, that was back then in northern Nigeria. Precisely Maiduguri. I don't know if you know that. So
Yeah.
the Boko Haram crisis just scattered everyone.
Oh, I can
We had to
imagine.
move to Port. The other one moved to Abuja. The other one, she's still in Maiduguri. So then there wasn't phone stuff. That
Hmm.
was back then 2006. Yeah, there's some who have, but
It
it
wasn't
wasn't like
common.
something common. Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost contact, and then suddenly 2020, yeah, we
Hmm.
reconnected back
Oh,
through a group page, WhatsApp page. That was during the COVID.
wow.
We got to, reunite. And yeah, there was this very special one. Like, we're friends, like, we're three of us. One is Vivian, Jacinta, and I myself. Vivian will come first in the class, Jacinta second. I thought
Wow.
consecutively.
Wow.
So,
Wow. People must jealous you guys.
honestly, like, it
Wow.
just kept happening and happening. So, like, I was more close to um Jacinta, but then with Vivian, she was really nice, but something happened. So I wasn't like that close to her anymore because, okay, let me break this story. There was a time in school back then in primary six when primary six was still raining. I know not everyone does primary six. Okay. So
Yeah.
I was absent in school, and then I didn't come to school, and they had a test in literature and English. So she really did a good thing by
Writing.
somehow, like say, writing the test for me on my behalf.
Yeah.
I didn't have idea. So the next day I came to school, I was told, oh, there was a test that occurred yesterday. And Vivian wrote for me. I was like, wow, that's good. So the test script came out. Lo and behold, Vivian scored 18. And she scored for me 16. I was like, seriously?
Oh my God. That's so cheap. That's so petty.
Honestly, I was like, wait, is she like grading my brain or what? Like, I know, yeah, there is this pattern of she's the first, Jacinta second, and I come third. So was it what she did, the mathematics? So I was like, no, should I report to the teacher so that I retake the test myself? My mind was like, no, just ignore that. Let's life go. So that was why how I had a bit step down with her. But we ended up attending the same secondary school, and things were flowing well. We go together. That didn't really disturb the friendship, but at least it has limit. Like, I know how to follow her. You get. So
Yeah.
getting to Jacinta, we're too close until my wedding in 2021 July. I had to contact her. She was my chief bridesmaid, to be honest, because I didn't have a sister too. That's
Wow.
only daughter stuff. So the only one I could think of was either her or Gloria. Gloria couldn't make it, and then
Yeah.
aside those two, then it could be my cousin. So
Yeah.
yeah, Jacinta had to travel all the way from Abuja.
Mm.
That's a lovely friend, like really. And
Yeah.
after the wedding, she stayed with me. I went to my husband's house for a few days because I didn't even know she was from the same place with my husband. No,
Wow. Wow.
until during wedding time when I sent her invitation, she was like, "Wow, you're coming to my side. I'm from Nobi." I was like,
Not
"Wow."
your husband.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the friendship really. Aside that, like kind of like careful in choosing friends because kind of my more or less a reserved person. So, and also I think coupled with the way I grew up, the family I came from, not also having a sister and something like that. So I did those. I think those were my very very close friends then. But even at that, we did have some kind of limit, but we to some extent close. But
Yeah.
like distance, will I say distance friendship? I never had the opportunity of visiting any of them, getting to know their house or their parents. We see parents at school during PTA meetings and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my
Wow.
story of friendship. And
That's
currently,
lovely.
the
That's
only
really
friend I
lovely.
have now is my husband.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I most of my friends, of course, distance, when I actually know, for me, one of the tests or what proved to me that these are actually my friends is when I maintained friendship even when we were distant. For
Mm,
instance, I shared earlier about my best friend. She got admission into the university. 2 years later was when I finally got admission. And when I got admission in a different geopolitical zone, Yoruba land, and she is in the east. So most times, 1 year we might not see because there are sometimes that if I have exams in January, I won't even bother coming home for Christmas. So we will not see at all yet we talk, we call each other, we update ourselves, what is happening, what's going on. I remember one time that let's say not boy, one brother was wooing me, I couldn't even tell anybody. I wasn't even I said it in my last video. Oh, thanks for on your camera. I was I wasn't proud to tell people I'm in a relationship then. So I wasn't even proud of that. But what's going on? I had to tell her, look at this person. I told her everything. When the person found out that she now knew about it, the person was like, must you tell her? Must you tell her? Say, oh, I'm sorry, oh, that's my friend. So I was in Ibadan, she was in the East, but we were still friends. I came to the UK. Even today, we spoke today. My covenant sister, the same, separated. And, you reminded me when you were talking about someone that came down to do your maid of honor. My best friend got married before me. I was supposed to be her maid of honor. Her wedding was fixed a week after I traveled. So I came into the UK already. I couldn't be her maid of honor again. And she's married. She had a baby then. Who will be? I don't have so much friends, like I said. My covenant sister was the person who, mind you, we had to pray so that her dad will allow her to travel down from Lagos to the east. She has never traveled. I was considering flight for her because she's Sergeant Potter, like I said.
uh,
And the price of light, because I got married in January, the price of light, she goes like, no, Favour, don't bother. Can't even afford it and everything. Finally, she traveled how many hours for the first time going that long distance just for me. And I was here all along, stuffs like that. So I think friendship actually is beautiful when you find good ones like those that will make it really really worth it. Wow, I got married to one of my friend's brother. Wow. Are you serious? She actually recommended his brother to me. Good friendship is a beautiful thing. I choose my friends, honestly. That's the good thing, when I for instance see me, my my best friend. I just hope like people that know her, but maybe they will not watch it. But there was one time that one of her brothers, liked me. He was begging her to please talk to me. Do you know what she said? Sorry, you are not good for my friends.
oh.
I can imagine that kind of friend. Even her brother say, sorry, oh, you are not good. No, no, no. I don't wish you for this. No, not my friend. Please. You are my brother, oh, but this my friend. No. I'm so sorry. I won't even try. So she now came to me and said, you know, my brother is begging me to talk to you so that you can. So look, I said, see, don't even bother that, you know. So that's to tell you how much she loves me. Someone would have been selfish about the brother and now say, oh, my brother, oh yeah, because of maybe selfish interest, because of the brother, let me become her sister-in-law. She loves me, but she knows that I won't really go well with the brother. She had to say it outrightly. Sorry, oh, no. See, go. Leave my friend alone. You know, someone that can do that and not be so selfish, that person is actually a good brother. I've heard of people like recommending people. For instance, sometimes I used to tell my brother, see, you, the way you are doing, it will take me a lot for me to say that someone I love should come to you. Better change your ways. If not, you don't have a chance. So those are the kind of people that actually are not selfish. One thing that kills friendship, we've talked about gossips, we've talked about what else, not having respect or not giving as much as the other person is giving. Another thing that actually destroys friendship is selfish. I believe that you should be selfless in friendships. When somebody is your friend, be selfless. Okay, think about the other person, the way you want to be treated. Treat the other person the same way. Wow, Nkirume Belchikel is my best friend of over 15 years and continuing. Wow, that's beautiful. You know, there was a time this bestie thing was raining. All of a sudden, bestie. Anytime you see this person, bestie, 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 and it started becoming irritating to some people. The same way when you talk about Valentine, some people will just be like, I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. All this kind of stop peppering us and all of that. People kind of don't like Valentine because of how hyped people hype it. So I think
Yeah.
when people hype besties too, that time people stop all this bestie fake, bestie, bestie. But the truth is that there are real besties. They are real best friends. Okay. Maybe let me hear, what do you think, Chinenya, about your husband being your best friend, or should you still have a best friend and your husband is your husband? What do you think about that?
Oh, honestly, he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Honestly, I would have loved to share the last. Is this the team stuff,
Oh,
right?
the last one. Yeah, I wish I
Yeah.
never did the
Oh, I
next.
wish I could share about him there. I know this is a different topic entirely, but
Yeah.
honestly, it's really good, regardless of we didn't know for much. Honestly, if I say that I knew my man for within 6 months, we are
Hmm.
married and everything. Meanwhile, I
Wow.
was in a relationship of 6 years. I met
Wow.
someone I married in 6 months. Everything was done and dusted. So he's a blessing from God, to be frank. Like we shared, as in, it was just divine. I don't know where to start explaining it from.
Yeah.
But we have common goals. We share common interests, and like he wants to see me better. He's focused, someone with plans and all that. I remember before then, before I met him, when I hear of this UK stuff, relocating as a nurse and all that, oof, it's not for me.
Hmm.
If I will look at the process, I'm gonna write IELTS, I'm gonna write CBT, I'm gonna write this and that and that. I'll give up. But
Hmm.
after getting to know him, he gingered me, encouraged me. Even at a point, I got an offer for COS somewhere in December 2021. I
Hmm.
was losing my mind. You can paperwork. Like they
Yeah.
can ask for, in fact, small thing, they will ask me to prove that I am from so village in Island brand. I brought my immunization card. I brought everything. Like every document was so important. People were celebrating Christmas. I was moving up and down, gathering documents to support my travel stuff. A point came, I was fed up. I'm not doing again. He was like, no, we've gone that far. Imagine the stress of IELTS, imagine the stress of CB. He kept pushing, encouraging me and all that. And as God may have it, we like putting heads together. Something that was seeming difficult for over 2 weeks, we were able to
Yeah.
finish it within like less than an hour. Oh my
Wow.
God. I
Two
don't
heads are
know.
better than one. Yeah.
Honestly, two heads are better than one. So he's someone that is really supportive. Like he's someone I've really prayed for. It comes to prayer, can't be weak in prayer, and him too, he's also weak, no. you know,
Yeah.
in everything. He's like a sister to me. He
Wow.
can cook. I don't know what to like. I don't know. Like as I'm here, sometimes I don't feel like I miss home. Yes, you miss home sometimes, but like someone that is really supportive and understanding is
Of
just
course.
that's what life is about.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed him being my friend. Like as people will say, we look alike. I don't know. So, like, he's a blessing to me, to be frank. He's a perfect definition of friendship, what anyone could
That's
ask
good.
for.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I actually believe like I think Joy said it. He said, yeah, my husband is my best friend and I have a best friend too. Honestly, husband man is here. We are in the same room, he can hear me. He knows I still have a best friend. I have a best friend, and my best friend is Onyinye, who doesn't even my covenant sister. See, my covenant sister knows my best friend, and my best friend knows my covenant sister. They know that you are covenant sister, you are best friend. They know all of that, and we are still good. So some people believe that your husband should be your best friend. Okay, my husband is my friend. I don't know, he's still my best friend. He's a very good friend because we share everything. Okay, but you know what? I still have this best friend. For instance, I don't know how many of you watched my pregnancy review. Hi, Winifred. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I'll hear from you very soon. I don't know how many of you watched my pregnancy review video. But if you get it, of course, I wasn't so explicit, but I was talking about how we thought, oh, we are not even doing it right and all of that.
Yeah, I watched it.
Eventually, my husband is my husband. I couldn't have that conversation. I needed a female. I needed my best friend who is married, who is experienced. My covenant sister got married a few months after my wedding. So she too, and we had that discussion. Hey, babe, how far? Girl, what do you think? Look what is happening. And eventually I'll still tell my husband, look, oh, see the tips I got. Look, I'll still tell him he will know, but he can still have there's some conversations I need to have with these girls. If that makes sense. There are
Yeah.
conversations I can have with my best friends that not that I can't have it with my husband, not that it's a secret. He will hear the aftermath, but he can't fit into that. So if you don't have a best friend, your husband can be your one and only best friend. He can be your one and only best friend, but your husband should be your friend. You should marry someone that you should be like you should be confident in to share secrets, someone that will be your confidant, someone that will respect you, someone that will not judge you. So that one day, husband day in day, friendship day in day. For those that understand broken English, and I read what I don't know if I'm pronouncing this name well. Mebo. Husband man, is that how you would have missed Favour? Chukudal. He would have missed. See, don't worry. Maybe later on I'll share how we met, how I met husband man, how he proposed. People will know that. Let's leave it for another day. Hi, Winifred. Thank you so much for joining the show. You are highly welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, do you have your friendship story to tell us? Anything you want to share with us about friendship, good or bad ones, what you've experienced? What would be your advice about this topic? A friend that sticks closer than a brother.
Well, I think with
Your
friendship,
camera, I mean, your mic.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I
I
don't know
can
where
hear
my
her.
earpiece is. I'm
Ah, I
supposed to
can
get
hear
an
her.
earpiece. Can you hear me? Is it better?
I don't know about her, but I can hear you. I don't know why.
Can you hear me now? I'm talking to her.
Apparently, she can't. People in the chat box, can you hear me, Winifred, please? I don't know. I can hear you very well, Winifred.
Okay. I don't know whether to keep talking. I think friendships happen in stages. That has been my experience so far.
Hmm.
And I feel it's like my own experience. There's someone that I know I can never forget. Yet she's not my
Sorry.
best friend. Okay. But that statement you made, a friend that sticks closer than a brother.
Yeah.
She did that remarkable thing and I would never forget.
Oh.
When I was in my, I think my final, when I was in my first year, I lost my dad in uni. And then when I was in my final year, I lost my mom.
Oh,
And during
that's
this period, it's always happened when I'm writing exam. So I was writing my final exam,
mm.
and I was still trying to. We just finished. I think we done. Have we done burial then? I think we've done burial or something. So I just resumed to school to start writing exams. So I was still in that state of shock. I was still trying to process. And in class, most of people in class, a few people knew I had lost my dad in my 100 level.
Yeah.
So, um, but when I lost my mom, I didn't tell a lot of people. Just very few people knew, and my course advisor got to know. And I remember he announced it in class that one of us lost. So I and we had an exam, I think the following day. So that night I was not able to read. I was
Mm.
just feeling down, and then this lady is not my best friend though, as in she's not, doesn't even fall into that bracket. Asked for my address, knocked at my door. She never said a word like Winifred, take heart. Not no conversation. Just when they say presence, soothing
Yeah.
relief. I would never, it was just like, how did you know I needed somebody?
Mm.
And the irony, this lady is a
Mm.
Muslim that covers from head to toe, that
Mm.
wears hijab, covers you. The only thing you would see is maybe her eye.
Right.
For her to have come, although that was the first time I would even see her pull off, and I then
Yeah.
for her to have, I was not you. That was the least person I expected at that point.
Mm.
Meanwhile, while I was in fellowship, all my sisters, brothers, there's this assumption of she's strong, but
Yeah.
nobody really gets to know exactly how you are feeling.
Yeah.
And I'm not a person that is very open to tell you, oh, please, can you come to my house? I know how to keep that strong, but I expected that kind of,
Yeah. You needed it, but
visit
you
from
couldn't
yes,
ask.
but I didn't get it. And then I got it from someone I least expected. So
Mm.
that's one person, when they say a friend that sticks closer, that's one person that I would never forget in my life. And she's someone that, in fact, when she was doing her wedding, I attended her wedding. That was the first time I would attend a wedding of Muslims that cover head to toe. It
Yeah.
felt like I was the only odd person, but I had to attend that wedding because there are
Mm.
some things people do for you that
You
you would
can.
never forget in your life. She's one
True.
person that will call me tomorrow and say, Winifred, I will not think two times to
Mm.
respond. So I feel this friendship, the way I've experienced it, it comes in stages. At different points in my time, I've met people that have gone the extra mile. Or is it when I lost my mom when I lost my mom in my class, I remember after the course advisor announced, there was this elderly man, we call him daddy in class.
Mm.
He's someone that he has money from the way we see him. He's into business. But when people that decide, oh, that I want to have a degree,
Yeah. They come
children
back
of
to
my
uni. Yeah.
age mates. He came to me and told me that, oh, I'm sorry you lost your dad. Give me your account number. I will be sending you
Mm.
something every month. This
Wow.
man sent me money every month till I
Mm.
graduated and left school.
Wow.
Every month. And when he sends me money, it's not like he's asking for something in return. When
Mm.
we meet in school, there's no conversation like you really, really know me, you do. Every month, as in he will send me money. The only reason that I will know he has sent money, I will receive a lot, and I will even be the one to now send text message. Thank
Mm.
you.
Thanking him. Mm.
If up
Wow.
till now, he still checks. I remember on Facebook recently, he sent me a message. Oh, how are you doing? I'm happy for you. Blah. So there are people I know. We have best friends. I do have, but then I've always come to appreciate other people that I feel at a stage in your life, you just find help. I think
Yeah.
we should still talk about those kind of help because sometimes you get help from where you least expect. And this has been my
True.
experience. People you
True.
don't expect to get help from, you tend to get help. And at the same time, I've been disappointed by people that I
You
went
trusted.
all out for. Bad experiences. I've been disappointed by people. This gossip. So I'm kind of careful now, the people I relate with.
Yeah.
This gossiping and This one said that, the other one said that. I don't like to be in a place where all we talk about is what the other person did, what the other person did not
Yeah,
do. I don't think that's healthy. So I don't have a lot of friends. I just have very few,
yeah,
very few friends that I know that this is friendship that leads, friendship that builds, friendship that encourages, someone that you can have a conversation with and they can pray with you, encourage you, direct you to where you need help if they are not able to help. People that will tell you, oh, this is how you can move forward. I got this information from somewhere. I think it will be beneficial. Those are the friendships now that I have. So, and there are very few, I would say two or three. You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, of course, you are very right. Actually, sometimes God has a way of sending people part time to us. These are not necessarily people that you now become very close friends with. They can just be at acquaintance level. But like I said it earlier, we need people at every stage of our lives. You need people to survive. One prayer I've been praying recently is that God, please make me very rich, make me very wealthy. I want to be someone that my friends can call, or somebody that is not really like these two friends of mine but needed help urgently, and I can actually help and not say, oh, I'm sorry, at this stage I'm not financially buoyant. And sometimes people will not understand, but sometimes it frustrates me that I cannot even help somebody. So there are people at one phase, stage or time, God just sends them. I've shared a story about how a lady who, even till now, some days I feel guilty that I still don't keep in touch, maybe texting her, checking up on her, who borrowed me about 7 million then for proof of funds for my study abroad. She's someone that I've maybe in all my life I've met her twice. She's from my village. I shall know who she is, and there is nothing, but she was there for me at that point in time. Okay, so I think for me sometimes I feel bad because she's someone I could have still maintained, not
Yeah,
necessarily friendship, keep in touch, with this person instead of cutting that bridge, because you don't know when she might need my help or when I'll need her help in the future. It might not necessarily be me and her, it might be our children, for
yeah,
instance, who might need that in the future. So, like you said, it's not just about those that sticks closer, but of course, it's just like a topic to kick off a conversation. But really, we should learn to appreciate anyone that comes our way. You must not be very close to the
mm,
point of saying this person is my best friend, this person is my covenant sister, my bestie. You might not get to that point, okay? But you can still be in, sometimes when we say friends, let's say, oh, hi, meet my friend. In the real sense of friendship, that person is not really your friend. That person is your acquaintance. But if we
yeah,
just start to use that word friendship as it is, try to maintain those friends, those people in your life, okay? Not necessarily. Sometimes it might just be for now or for future. It might
yeah,
not be that they will give you money. Like you said, this friend was there just for support. That's all you needed. Someone that will be there to hear your cry, to listen to your story, to listen to you talk rubbish. That
yeah,
kind of thing. So it might just be somebody that will just be there to hear everything, or someone that will not judge you. To be honest, I'm one person that in my life I've experienced so many judgments from people. Probably why I consider these two people friends are the people that when I tell, they won't be out there to just judge me outrightly. So it might just be somebody that others are judging you, including your family members, that you did something. Okay, but there is somebody that even though the person is not justifying what you did, this person is not, praising you, but this person will kind of say, I understand it, bygone, let it be bygone. That will be the person that will make you feel good again. So there are people, like you said, all along our life, God just sends them part time. But one thing that we are very bad in doing sometimes, we human beings, is maintaining friendship. That's one of
oh,
the things I actually wanted to talk about in this session.
it's
Maintaining friendship. It's very, very important. Yeah,
very, it's difficult to keep in touch these days now. What I
yeah,
have to do is to put it in my Google calendar. Call to be sincere, because I had this conversation with someone and she sat me down and said, it's not a matter of you don't have time. Did you
yeah,
make the time? Did you plan? Did you schedule it? If it takes a scheduler for you to make that call, then schedule that conversation, put it in your diary. So time, set an alarm, like an appointment. I have to
exactly.
talk to the person. So if you do that, at least the person doesn't know that you need to schedule it to call. The
Yeah.
most important thing is at the end of the day, you kept in touch, which I feel a lot of times we don't do that. And these days I'm becoming conscious to be able to render help to people that walk up to me.
Hmm.
Because I know, even because right now I'm in UK. When I moved in here, I remember my first time going to school. I was actually in tears.
Hmm.
First day, oh, why? Because when I got to the class, everybody
Yeah.
introduced themselves. Somebody will stand up, I'm doctor this. Another person will stand up, I'm farm this. Another person will stand up, oh my goodness. I was like, God, what on earth? Oh my, what am I doing here? Because I studied economics
Yeah.
and public health.
Hmm.
A class where I have medical doctors,
Hmm.
pharmacists, like Winifred. And the reason why I chose the course is because I practiced what I was going to study. I've been
Yeah.
working with NGOs. So I had that practical experience, which was why I decided to pursue the career there. But then there were a lot of people I felt intimidated.
Hmm.
When they now started breaking down the course, the first lecture I did not understand one from. First of all, they will give you what do they call this thing now? They will ask you to read ahead, like the
Yeah. Just
presentation.
outline. Yeah. They'll give you the
I
presentation.
went
Yeah.
through it, it was like keyword, phrase, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. And I thought, okay. When I get to class, they will now explain it. I got to class, they were reading the bullet points for me. I was thinking like every other person seemed like they were understanding, asking questions. Me, I was like, God, what am I doing here? As I left the class that day, I was close to tears. Luckily for me, I met a Nigerian student. She's a PhD student. That was
Yeah.
how she calmed my nerves, started explaining to me, this is what you will do. Okay, let me give you the phone number of so person. She's in your department. She's a year ahead of you. Keep in
Hmm.
touch with her. She will put you through. Go to the library. It was that lady, but thankfully, I maintained contact with her. But she
Hmm.
was one person that helped me again to settle in school because I was really crying because I was like, how am I going to
Amazing.
they say we should paraphrase. I've not written essays before. So she helped me. But I realize now that even while you're here, you're working, you're studying, you have family to take care of, you're busy. So
Yeah.
I have come across a new intake, new students that have come to me to ask me questions. Coincidentally, they realized I was in the same department. A
Hmm.
part of me, I was busy that day. I almost shoved it off like I'm busy, I don't have. But God just reminded me, like, look at how you were that day. Oh, remember your story.
Hmm.
This person needs help. Oh, and I just had
Hmm.
to make out time. So I feel this friendship thing, I think we still have to be conscious to maintain contact with those who have helped us, but
Yeah.
also to make sure that we are there to help
For
people. Like
others.
you said, it's not just about money. Oh, it's not. Sometimes it's just advice. You point. There's this 1,000 black intern that when I got into UK, then this intern program, some people get sponsored jobs there. But
Hmm.
by the time it got to me, the deadline had elapsed, so I couldn't apply. So this time around, everybody that has been coming, I've made sure I've been sending them links. And
Hmm.
funny enough, some people that I sent to, they already got
They got
interviews.
to see.
Right? So I just feel any opportunity to help somebody, just go out
Do
of your
it.
way, a helper. Be a
Yeah.
helper, and somehow, help will definitely come to you. You will not lack it. You won't lack it because even Bible says that so whatever you sow, you reap.
Reap.
And
True.
part of just it shines brighter and brighter and brighter. So just go about helping people, doing your father's business, and you
Yeah.
will discover that you will not even look for help.
Very
People will
true.
be going out of their ways to help you.
Yeah.
That's
I agree. And you know this thing about maintaining friendship or keeping in touch, I think is another thing that breaks relationship because one person is saying, oh, he has not even checked on me, she has not even checked on me, and then you are waiting. This person genuinely might be busy, although like BC said, if you love someone, you will not find it hard. You know, you create time for something you love. If you
mm,
love something, you love doing anything, you will create time for you to do that thing you love. So if you love someone, you will create time for that person. And not leaving out the fact that sometimes it can be difficult to even create time, especially in a country like this. But you just have to. For instance, when I was in Nigeria, maybe I keep in touch with my best friend and my common sister more often. But since I came here, sometimes even when I do what I tell people sometimes, it's even my own dad. My own dad. some days, like some weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've not spoken with my dad. He's another. He will tell you that he's not the phone type. Like he will say, I know you are fine. I know you are fine. That's how my dad is. Okay. So some days I say even my own papa, some days I'll have it in mind. I'm going to call my dad. Before you know it, I totally forgot. Okay. But what I normally do is that I don't wait. So sometimes when it comes to maintaining friendship, people wait for this person to be the
Oh,
one to reach out. Okay, don't wait, reach out to that person. And if that person is really your friend, for instance, if I'm not really happy,
mm,
there are times that my best friend, for whatever reason, like we've not talked for 1 month. I remember when she was one of the first people I told I was pregnant. And eventually, after discussing that day, 1 month, she didn't check on me. And I know when she was pregnant for her first baby, almost her husband I was always checking on her literally every week because I know she was having symptoms. I know how difficult it was for her. And I told you I'm having my own symptoms. 1 month, madam, you did not check up on me. Okay, that didn't stop me because I have the entitlement. One day I just said, "Look at this, madam." I just texted her, "Madam, how are?" No, I think I greeted her. There's a way I usually greet her. She will know that I'm not smiling. I know, okay, because she's a priest wife. I'll call her mommy. I'll not say, "Good evening, mommy. How are you? How is the ministry? How is the family?" She will not say, "Here. This greeting, what is it again? Mommy, I beg go, how are you?" And I say, "Oh, so you really care to know how I am?" I can be that petty, yeah, but not with everybody, of course. I can be that petty. And I say, "Yeah, I'm fine." I say, "I told you the symptoms I was having. And for 1 whole month, 6 weeks now, you've not even checked up on me. You don't know if I'm dying or if whatever. Has it gotten to 6 weeks? Hey, I do not know this, and that. And I say sometimes I say, what of text message? If you don't
mm,
have time to call, one thing that works for me, if someone crosses my mind, sometimes instead of saying I'm going to call this person, I'll just leave a chat. "Hi, how are you? I just thought of you," or "Have been meaning to call you. How are you?" That "how are you" can just instigate a conversation. Maybe when that person now replies to your chat, you then
mm.
remember. And then when you want to reply to that chat, all you have to do is to send a call if you need to speak with that person. So I think sometimes don't just keep it. I will call. Because for me, I'm bad with calls now for whatever reason. As in,
I have to put my own inside schedule. If I don't put it in the schedule, just forget it.
I
Even like you said, my own siblings,
I
now it's
don't.
a start calendar of events. That because I will not call. And then when you don't call, people tend to have that impression of like she's a snob. She doesn't like to talk to people. She just likes to
Yeah,
live in seclusion, isolated. And that's not the point. So if I had that conversation with someone, she just gave me that idea and the thing stuck. And it's been working. Just put it the way if you have appointment, you set your
you put
alarm.
it for a
Just
reminder.
put it down to avoid any issues you forgot. And then this your idea too is very good.
Just leave
Once
a text. That's what works for me.
ah,
Because even if someone like me, if I set that alarm, it might not work for me because my job should be 9 to 5, but sometimes I'm still at work 7 o'clock. I'm still out on a visit. I'm still on the way driving home. I get back home 7:30, and the least thing I want is call or anything. I just go home, eat, and off I go. The next morning I'm out again. So what I usually do, if I just remember, I'll leave a text. Usually, what used to work for me when I used to have time is status. When you see someone's status on
I'll
WhatsApp,
try immediately.
you now reply. That reply gives connection. But now I'm very bad with WhatsApp. WhatsApp, opening my WhatsApp, some days, a day will go, I will not open my WhatsApp at all. That will be there. Even my close friend, my covenant sister, some days she sends me chat. I reply after 4 days.
Wow.
That's why sometimes when I just say, "Oh God, what I carry," when people don't understand replying to
There you are.
Instagram. So me, my own is so bad. Some people say, "Please, how can I be in touch? Give me your WhatsApp number." Giving you my WhatsApp number does not mean that I'll be responding to you. Because even close friends, okay, I don't even create time because I barely go there to do that. So sometimes if you are good, if you check WhatsApp, okay, if you see someone's status, just reply. Even if it's something, you can just say, "Hi," that will remind you about that person. That used to help me. WhatsApp status reminds me of someone because when I just see the status of that person, I will just reply. But now that I don't go to WhatsApp status. I have to make deliberate effort that once someone crosses my mind or I say, oh, I need to call this person, it's been a while, I'll just pick up my phone, send a text message. That text message, the person will reply. From there, maybe you want to reply the message, a conversation has already started. So we should learn to really maintain friendship because I, for one, I don't like people that are users. You only remember somebody when you
When
have
you
need of them. That's not friendship. It's only when you have a need. You've forgotten about this person. You never kept in touch. You never did anything. You never checked up on this person. Then, when a need arises, you now come. If that person now helps you after it, that's the end. You go your way again. It's not even good for you because if I'm someone, for me, if you're like that towards me, I can't go out of my way to
yeah.
help you because you are more like a fair, is it fair weather they call it? Fair weather friend. When stuffs are good, you come to me. When it's not, when you don't need me, you go. You are using me. Transactional relationship is about what when you want to get. If that's who you are, there's a way I will treat you. I can't go out of my way. I can help you if I can, but I can't go out of my way to really do something
You
out
won't
of
prioritize the person. Yeah.
convenient for me. So maintaining friendship is something that will help. Don't be someone that it's only when you need help. When you need help from someone, when you want somebody to, that's the only time you remember, oh, this person, I have
Okay.
this person.
How are you doing? No. There are people you see their text message. How are you? In your mind, you're like, can you go straight to the point?
You know me, there is somebody that not for me. I called someone was telling me, and I say, oh, I know someone. No, I know someone. I quickly told that person, but you will give me time. I've not spoken with this person for a very long time. I've been meaning to, but I've not. I can't go to this person, and the first thing is this. I mean, I use sense too. So if I now go to this person, hi, we will chat. Maybe 1 week later, I will not do it today, tomorrow. 1 week later, I might now come back with a
Don't
request.
be profitable to direct.
That's honestly, that's how I because it sounds like if not, and don't get me wrong, it's not everybody. There are people that's the level of friendship. It's when I need you. They call it transactional relationship. If we are transactional friends in quotes, no problem. When I need you, I come to you. When you need me, you come to me. But if you are someone that I believe that we've come a long way, okay, I think it shouldn't be transactional. So I'm not saying that there are no transactional friendship. You can't be friends with everybody. There are people that when you remember them is when you need help from them, but they are not your friends. We are talking about friends. So if somebody considers you her friend or even an acquaintance to an extent, there should be some maintenance there. People abroad, people in the UK, we are she's a victim now. English is failing me. We are victims, no victims, we are suspects. Like we are good at this, which is not good. And I understand sometimes people maybe back home they tend not to understand. But when it becomes a constant excuse and excuse and excuse for friends and families, not for everybody, it becomes an issue. We tend to, oh, busy, busy, busy. I'm so busy. This one, and you now no longer create time for people that we are friends, people that we are there for you, people you just forgot everybody because you are in the UK, because you are abroad. That's actually not good. Like I said, it's not everybody. For me, there are people I still maintain good level of friendship and relationship with. There are some I can't maintain with everybody. It's not possible. But
What
those
thing,
friends.
one
Yeah.
thing I want to bring up is I've realized that when you grow, life is in stages. We
Yeah.
only move forward. That's the way I see life. One direction, that's upward. So
Yeah.
when you move, there are sometimes that you outgrow some friendship.
True.
Happens sometimes. So there are some friendship that cannot bear distance.
Mm-hmm.
There are some friendships that cannot bear the level you've gotten to, not because you are trying to feel big or it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But I still feel even if it happens that way, you can still keep in touch.
Yeah.
think it will be okay to outrightly say, oh, because distance has kind of separated, therefore let it be like that. I still feel we can still make efforts. And
Mm-hmm.
the thing you said about UK, that used to be my excuse. I will not lie. Let me be honest. And to be sincere, somehow it made sense. Somehow it was reality. It was the
Yeah,
truth.
it
You're
is. You're so busy.
God. So what
It
I used to
really
do was then I will miss calls. Sometimes someone calls me, I'm able to quickly pick. I tell you I'm at work, I'm at work. And then I'll tell you I will call you back. That I will call you back can take me
forget
a
it.
whole week or 2 weeks or not even calling you back. And then you feel bad.
Mm.
What I do these days, if people call me, I try to tell them, if you have anything to tell me, please can you leave a voice
Leave
message?
it. Yeah.
Leave a
Yeah.
voice message and I will reply. And the moment I'm reading your voice message, either I'm responding with another voice message or I'm
Yeah.
typing quickly. But that issue of I will call you back is not working. So the best thing,
True.
just drop a message for me.
True.
Once I
True.
see the message, I will respond to that message. But you just calling me and then I will not tell you I will call you back. That
True.
calling back might not happen because something
I
might come.
agree.
So just
I use the
go
same trick.
direct.
Yeah, I use the same trick when people say, I notice you are busy, busy. Please, when can I call you? I'll just say, I think it's best. Just leave a voice note or leave a chat. It's better when I come back, I can easily, because some days I reply my chats midnight. Lately, some nights, if I wake up to pee, I won't go back to sleep for the next 2, 3 hours. So sometimes what I just do is that either I use that opportunity to go and open my WhatsApp. That's even what's giving me opportunity to go to my WhatsApp now and open. Then I'll read my WhatsApp. I will reply. People can testify. Even sometimes one of my aunties here in the UK started parrying for me. You are now a big girl, Abi. I'll send you message. You answer me after 4 days or whatever. I say, there we go. But people will not really understand, you get. So sometimes that call of a thing, like it doesn't work for me too. It's just best leave it. When I come back, if I see it, I can easily respond. Literally, I'll just see it and I'll give you a response immediately. So that's actually what that can help with your friendship, because distance is a test of friendship. Distance will actually test if, yeah, like your friendship, how committed you are, because you cannot say because you are now abroad you cannot maintain friendship with your family members. You won't call them. You won't take their call. I'm a victim when it comes to wider family. Don't get me wrong. Wider family is not everybody. But the truth is that I try as much as possible to maintain how many I can maintain. And if it becomes everything is about give me, give me, give me, give me, omo, I just have to distance myself because all this give me, give me, give me, that kind of thing. But I think we should have the right attitude towards friendship. Learn to maintain friendships. Don't let distance separate you. Don't forget the people. There is a saying like, don't forget the hand that fed you, when you are going up or something. Don't forget people. There are people on this abroad journey before you came. There were people that helped you in one way or the other. Don't just, and it's not everybody that you remain loyal to, if you get what I mean. You can't remain loyal to everybody. It's not possible. You can't just remain loyal to everybody. There are some people that it just happens. It just happens. And yeah, that is it. And yeah, I think
Then I can't see my face.
I don't know why it
I
is.
don't
Same
know
here.
why too.
Is your camera is on, yeah, but I don't know
What
why it's
happened
not.
is I was using my other phone, the battery went off, so I had to switch to the other one. And now with this
Oh,
phone, I don't know why I can't see myself. My mic, my camera is on, Abby.
yeah, it's on. Yeah, it's off now.
Mm,
I know. I can tell it's
it's
on.
on now, but I'm not seeing myself. It probably has to do with, okay, let me go to my camera. Is it back camera or front camera?
I don't know. It's just a dark screen, but you can tell that it's
Mirror my camera. I don't know what to is the camera is showing front camera,
oh, is
but
it is
it's
it
not
a phone or a laptop?
it's a phone no.
Or if it's a laptop, I would have said maybe the camera is covered or something. But yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much, Winifred. Thank you, Chinenye.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Bisola. People that are dialed in. Thank you for those in the chat box. I really appreciate so much. Joy Cheesy. Thank you so much for your wonderful contribution. Barida. Thank you, Mebo. Hope I'm pronouncing that well. Thank you very much for joining us. Even Elijah. I know you are on the train. If not, you would have really joined. I would have really loved to hear your own side of the story why you are a one-man squad. But maybe a story for another day. Yeah. Some people don't believe in friendship. Some people have had very ugly experiences of friendship. But I said it earlier. Still be open. You might still meet someone that will be, you might still meet that your Jonathan as a David. You might still meet that Jonathan of yours who will, turn things around, and don't force friendship. Please don't force friendship. Give it time, it will grow. It can't just at a point, bam. Understand yourselves, give it time. Friendship grows. In my own case, I started with being a mother to somebody, we grew to friendship, and then we became sisters, even more than friends. Okay, so friendship grows. Just learn not to jump into it. Please don't be one-sided. Don't just be the one on the receiving end. Else the person on the other side can grow weary, can get tired. Okay. Let it be mutual. Let it be mutual. Don't just be the one taking and not giving anything into the friendship. Respect in friendship is very important. Respect each other. There should be mutual respect for each other. Okay. Make sure that you do all of that. And of course, try to maintain friendship. I think that's where we ended this conversation. Try to maintain friendship, especially if you are abroad. Don't neglect those back home who were your friends simply because level have changed. Probably that's a proof or a test of your friendship with the person anyways. And I want to believe that this session has been good. Idowu, hiya, thanks for joining. You're absolutely correct. We need to connect with our friends back home and even the ones in the UK. Yes, we need to. Enough of all those excuses. Please, if you're in the UK, if you are abroad watching this, just try and remember those friends, people that were really close, people that you hustled with, people that, not just because you've now changed, don't think that they are there, or use the busy schedules of fear. As you can see on the screen, Busy said if you love someone, you will not find it hard to reach out to them. Not necessarily everyday calls, not weekly calls, but there's what is called, checking on someone once in a while. And don't wait for them to check up on you. Check up on them. You never can tell what the person is going through. Okay, that person might be going through a lot that the person cannot reach out. Why not be the one to reach out to that person? It can make a whole lot of difference. So we abroad, let's repent. I'm even repenting tonight. Okay, I'm talking to myself as well. Maybe I'll go and open my Nigerian WhatsApp tonight. I've not opened my Nigerian WhatsApp for God knows how long now. My Nigerian WhatsApp, people will think I'm snubbing them. I'm now a big girl. I'm feeling on top of the world because I'm in the UK. Please, if you're like that, I'm so sorry. I never meant that. Okay. But I'm learning not to use that as an excuse. Okay, I'll still keep in touch. It's just that the DMs at some point were too much. I have a YouTube channel. Go and get information there. I can't be answering everybody and do stuffs like that. But yes, let's try as much as possible to connect with people back home. Let's not forsake our old childhood friends and people that have been there for us while we were growing. And thank you guys once again for joining. And I think this is where we'll be bringing this episode of This Is My Story to an end. I want to believe you guys enjoyed it. Please like this live. I forgot to say that earlier. If you are still here, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up, okay? Hit that thumbs up. It goes a long way. If you are still hearing me, please like this live, okay? Give it a thumbs up. And I hope I'll be seeing you guys next month in the third episode of This Is My Story with another interesting topic. And till I see you guys then, stay blessed, remain intentional, and take good care of yourself. Bye. Take care. Thank you, Winifred, Chibuzo, and everyone that joined tonight. Thank you guys so much. Have a lovely night's rest.